Well, hello everybody. Midday with Mark. How are you doing? Sorry, running late today, real late. We were here at the church working on stuff for the service, so that took precedence over getting to this. So it's good to be here. Midday with Mark, day 22. Day 22. Hope you're doing okay out there in Corona land. Hope that you feel okay today. I'm trying to see if this table will go up anymore. It won't. Glad that you're with me for Midday with Mark, number 22. So whether you're watching this live or you're going to watch this, on YouTube later or Facebook, welcome. Glad you're here. Today I'm at the church, actually, because I said we were working on stuff here. And a little behind the scenes, you can kind of see we've turned our church into like a recording studio. Lighting, you can kind of see some lighting. This is where we film like worship over here with this screen. Just different things that we do. But just give you a look at what's going on here, and trying to keep sharing the message with everybody as often as we can. So glad you're here. Glad you're with me today for Midday with Mark. Hey, Midday with Mark, we usually have a pop, because I collect pops, so I usually show one pop, and I have a pop here at the church. I don't think I've showed this one yet, and it's amazing. It's Spider-Man. If you know me, you know I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and this is from the movie Spider-Man Homecoming. It's the official pop from that. So there you go, little Spider-Man. Great power comes great responsibility. Just hold on to that. Remember, that's the pop for the day. It's going to be a short Midday with Mark today. You can pray for me. I got a lot of stuff going on in the next few days, and also my voice is kind of choppy, so lots coming up. So thanks for being here. Going to be a short one today, though. I told you I would letting you behind the scenes here at what we're doing here at the church. You can see a little bit of setups different, things like that. But what I want to talk to you about today is we're starting a new series at church on Sunday called The Book of the Psalms, God's Playlist, where we're really over these next 5 or 6 weeks looking at the Psalms. And if a lot of you are big fans of the Psalms, you like the Psalms speak to you. The Psalms have impacted your life deeply. So maybe you're going to enjoy this series that we're doing on Sundays. So tune in 9:30 or 11 on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, or you can watch it later at your discretion, however that works for you. But love to have you join us at the river. Hey, really quick before we get into this, we just delivered, just happened about an hour ago, we just delivered 30 more meals to Swickley Hospital, to doctors and nurses at Swickley Hospital. And if you would like to be a part of that, you can just give, go to the app called PushPay. Go there, and or you can go online to pushpay.com. Go on there, look for the River Church, and then give towards what's called Feed the Healers. You just pull down the drop-down menu, Feed the Healers. We're feeding them again tomorrow, so we deliver about 30 meals to Swickley Hospital twice a week. So love to have you be a part of that effort and join us with that. So like I said, this is kind of behind the scenes. You can kind of see this is where we've been filming stuff in different places, and it's not our normal setup, and it's very different around here. Look at this. You can see it's a very empty room we've been clearing it out just to use it as kind of a studio is what it's kind of become now. So you can get a picture of that, but that's a little behind the scenes. And the reason I want to do that is because the Psalms, what we're talking about today, the Psalms are like a behind the scenes of the heart. It's the heart fully exposed. It's like there's nothing hidden. There's nothing held back. The Psalms are a great picture of, it's just raw. It's real. It's emotion. It's peeling back any facades that there are, good and bad. Like there's praise that is unhindered, and there is doubt, and there is anger unhindered in the Psalms. And I want to share with you one of those Psalms today, Psalm 22. Maybe you know this, it's a psalm that's very famous at Easter because Jesus actually quotes this psalm on the cross, okay? So Psalm 22, it says this, David writes this is David writing, he says, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from saving me, so far from my cries of anguish? And see, this is raw, it's real, it's behind the scenes, it's no games, it's honesty. And we're going to be talking about that in our service on Sunday. It's being honest with God. It's this rawness and realness. And he says, God, where are you, basically? Why are you so far away? Why don't you save me? What's going on here, God? I thought you loved me. And so there's this honest dealing with God. And it's behind the scenes, behind whatever facade we put up, behind the scenes, what's really going on in our hearts. And David says, you're so far from my cries of anguish, God. My God, I cry out by day, but you don't answer. By night, I find no rest. He says, I'm up all night with anxiety. I can't sleep because you don't answer me. You don't come for me. You don't come to get me. He says, yet you are enthroned as the Holy One. You are the one Israel praises. In your ancestors put their trust. In you, our ancestors put their trust. They trusted and you delivered them. To you they cried out and were saved. In you they trusted and were not put to shame. But I am a worm and not a man. Do you ever call yourself a worm? David says, I'm a worm, not a man. Scorned by everyone, despised by the people. All who see me mock me. They hurl insults, shaking their heads. He trusts in the Lord, they say sarcastically. Let the Lord rescue him. Let him deliver him, since he delights in him. Verse 9, yet you brought me out of the womb. You made me trust in you, even at my mother's breast. From birth I was cast on you. From my mother's womb you have been my God. Do not be far from me, for trouble is near, and there is no one to help. I love the realness of the Psalms. Some of us often are afraid to be real with God. I mean, I can tell you of times in my life where the most painful times in my life where I was literally screaming at God. I was literally so angry with God that I almost felt like I was doing something wrong, that I was this angry with God. And I want you to know, no matter what you're going through right now, if it's difficulty, if it's anger, whatever emotion that you're having right now, whether it's fear, anxiety, that it's okay to express that to God. That's what the Psalms do, right? Psalms are songs, poems, and sometimes songs can say what we can't say often, so many ways. I'm getting a phone call, sorry. But songs can do what we can't do just simply by just speaking the words. It has to be sung. The emotion has to come through. You can probably think of songs in your life that have deeply affected you. These psalms, I pray, would deeply affect you. So I invite you to come along on Sunday mornings online with us and look into these psalms and what God has to say to us. I think it's pretty powerful. So as you today wrestle with the circumstances that are going on right now, as you wrestle with your emotions and your feelings and your faith and doubt, all these things, it's okay. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to take all of those emotions to God. It's okay to be real and honest with God. And we feel like he's not big enough to handle those things, or he's not big enough to handle our anger, or he's not big enough to handle our doubt or our real emotions. I was watching a movie last night. It's the latest movie with Ben Affleck in it, where he's a basketball coach and he's an alcoholic. But there's some really painful things in that movie that you don't realize till about the middle of the movie. I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's called The Way Back, I think the movie is called. I don't want to spoil it for you, but you realize there's such deep pain in his life. And I think some people, and I was watching what he was going through, and I was thinking, man, if I went through what he has went through, I'm not sure I just wouldn't be angry all the time. I'm not sure that I just wouldn't be angry at everybody, angry at God, angry at everybody. And it's not portrayed in the movie, but he doesn't have a place to take that anger. And I just know that God is able to take our hard language back at him, to go and ask questions, to go and say things like the psalmist when he says, "Why have you forsaken me? You left me. You are so far away. You don't listen." I mean, like, these are all honest emotions expressed in the scripture and expressed in the Psalms. So my prayer is that we all, during this time, let God in behind the scenes. Be real with God, not this fake, phony thing that we put on, this fake, phony face. But it's a great time to be real with God and to be honest with God and with your fears and anxieties and hurts and anger, whatever you're experiencing right now. So that's the Midday with Mark. Glad you joined me for a moment. Comment below. Comment now and say hi that you're here. I see Julia Dawson is here. Julia Dawson Allen. Sorry, Julia. Welcome. Thank you for what you're doing. Julia's in the medical field. She's working hard to take care of people right now. So thank you for what you do. Love to hear from you in the comments. Everybody say hi before we get off of here, or say hi afterwards. Leave a comment for somebody maybe that will be helpful towards them. I'll see you back here tomorrow on Friday for Midday with Mark and number 23. Wow, we just keep going. So we'll see you soon. My prayers for you is that you are safe, that you are wise, and that you have a servant's heart in this time to serve others who need you and to serve others who might be in a tougher situation than you are right now. So love you guys. Thanks for joining me for Midday with Mark. I will see you again tomorrow, right around noonish, hopefully. Sorry I was late today, but take care, be safe, be wise. See ya. Bye.